The Baltimore Orioles, they win. They get the job done. Final score, 5-3. I am Kevin Ostriker. This is Kevin and Zach React, your post-game Orioles destination. Appreciate everybody for being here today, or I guess tonight now. We're almost at the last day of August. September is almost here. The Orioles trying to end off August with a couple of wins. They get the first one against the Colorado Rockies in Colorado with some very interesting heroics by a name that just, again, it seems like the Orioles are getting all these different guys to step up here and there and everywhere. And that's exactly what happened. Zach Bollinger is Bolly on the streets tonight. I don't know where he is. I sent him the link. He told me he would join. We're going to figure out when he's going to join when he hops on. So in the meantime, I'll be taking you through everything that is going on. I do see Joe asking what happened to my haircut. I was going to get one today. It was pushed back to tomorrow because I woke up and I believe I scratched my cornea again.
What did I just enter on? You scratched your cornea again?
Yeah, this has happened to me like 5 times in my life.
What do you mean?
So literally what it is you wake up the wrong way.
Kevin, I don't mean to laugh, but what do you mean you scratched your cornea again?
I woke up the wrong way today because if you wake up too abruptly, what I've learned is you scratch your cornea. So I guess I woke up the wrong way today. And luckily, this one wasn't bad. Usually they take and I know all this because I've been through it so many times, but it hasn't happened to me in a couple of years. I went through a stretch for every 3 months I was doing it, but
Kevin, I don't mean to laugh, but I've never. You wake up too abruptly and you scratch.
Yeah, you open your eyes in the wrong way. And you can scratch your cornea. So I've had to deal with bad ones where you get the eye drops and the ointment and stuff prescribed to you and go to the patient first and everything. Most of them heal on their own if they're tiny enough. That was what happened today. But yeah, I just kind of went back to sleep and it healed up a little. So it still feels a little weird, but you know what? We ride, as do the Orioles. So. How you feeling, Zach? How you feeling?
I'm so caught off guard right now, Kevin, if I'm being real. But Kevin, tonight reminded me of a conversation we had on opening day. And you said, Zach, who are the 2 people that are going to save the Baltimore Orioles? And I said, Kevin, it's simple. Albert Suarez and Emmanuel Rivera. I said those were the 2. And you called me crazy, Kevin. You called me crazy, but look where we are. Everyone saw it coming. Albert Suarez, Emmanuel Rivera, the 2 likely suspects to save the Orioles.
No one believed in you. No
one believed in me.
No, but you know what? This is your victory lap. This is your tour. You can talk whatever you want to talk because you called it from the beginning. You knew the whole way.
Yeah, I just had a feeling. When you know, Kevin. When you know,
you know. That is where 3 of the Orioles RBIs came from tonight. Was Emmanuel Rivera had a 2-run shot as well as driving in a run without the home run ball. Look at that. Jackson Holiday gets a triple, not a home run. Driving
Jackie
without the home run ball. He's good to see him get on base. But the real story, the one-up for both of us, I'm sure, is Albert Suarez, who goes 7 innings tonight. Not usual that you hear that from an Orioles starter, but 7 innings.
Career high for Albert.
Unbelievable. Scatters those 8 hits around, though. Only 2 runs. Does have 4 strikeouts and 0 walks. 0 walks. I mean, Suarez with another gem. We can joke about Rivera and oh, haha, he's like the Orioles offense. Ah, that's funny. But Suarez has quite literally been the most consistent pitcher for the Orioles this season, because even Suarez, his struggles are not as long as Corbin's have been.
Yeah.
His struggles weren't. He had, I think, 2 or 3 bad starts. Corbin has had 4. Suarez has been as consistent as ever, and he's putting the team on his back. He's Greg Jennings, man. He's putting the team on his back. And I tell you, the Orioles would be in trouble without him.
Incredible. Just what a reference. What a reference.
It took you some time to get it. You didn't even react to it.
What are you talking about? I laughed. I chuckled.
Oh, I didn't hear you chuckle.
I'm sorry you didn't hear me chuckle, but Kevin, you nailed it. Albert Suarez has been, if you want to name someone, I think right now most valuable Oriole, it's Albert Suarez. Talk about a guy we didn't know in spring training. And suddenly he gets called up and we made jokes of, oh, Albert Suarez, what a start. Like, what if Albert Suarez is the answer? It was like the comedy behind it, like, oh, this no-name guy comes up. He hasn't pitched in the big league since 2017, went over to Japan. Like, what's he going to do? Oh, pitches well once. What a story. But it's been time after time after time, and it's gotten to the point where it's no longer what a story. It's Albert Suarez is a damn good major league pitcher. He doesn't blow you away with anything, but he gets out every single time he needs to. And at the end of the day, that's what you ask from your pitchers is find ways to get out. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't always have to be 7 innings like he did tonight, a career high. But it's, can we rely on you for 5 innings, 1 to 2 runs? Albert Suarez has had multiple no-run outings this year, and it just continuously proves the point of you don't have to blow anyone away. You don't have to have this insane stuff to go and be a successful starting pitcher. Albert Suarez finds ways to get outs. How many times was there a well-hit ball tonight where you're like, oh, gap, whatever, gets caught? He finds ways to get out, even if it's not the strikeout. Even only 4 strikeouts tonight, he finds ways to get outs, and that's all you can ask for your starter.
Especially for a unit that's just gone through so many injuries this season. I mean,
Yeah.
they've needed it. They've needed it. And Suarez has been kind of the poster child for just stepping up. They've had it from Cole at times. They've had it from Eflin, who's been brought over. I mean, obviously Dean has stepped up in moments as well, more often than not. But man, you have to feel so happy for him. You have to feel. I mean, is he comeback player?
He has
Comeback
to
player
be.
of the year?
He has to be.
I don't know. It's so hard to find the right words because of how good he's been. And I mean, it's like replace him in the rotation with. I don't even know who you'd replace him with. McDermott, I guess, would be the next starter that would be up. Is that who?
No, McDermott, he's still in the IL, I believe.
So who'd be the next pitcher up?
It would get into dangerous territory, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I forgot he was.
It would be Rogers. Rogers would have to come on.
Oh, true. Yep, that's right. It'd be Rogers. So
kind of forget he's down there.
There you have it. There you have it. So I don't know, man. It's incredible to see what Suarez has done this season. You can't say enough about him, and they've needed it for a team that has gone through so many injuries in their starting rotation. The starting unit has been their most consistent piece of their team this season. I'm not saying it's been it's consistent every day. That's not true. But the offense has been inconsistent for most of the season. The bullpen has been inconsistent for most of the season. The defense has been bad for most of the season. But the starters have more often than not gone out there and at least given you a shot. You don't see a lot of those 6 runs, 7 runs, which you see them occasionally. We've seen a couple of them recently. But man, Suarez is their diamond in the rough. For every Thiago Vieira, there's an Albert Suarez. For every Trevor Rogers, there's a Zach Eflin, right? You hit some, you miss some. But the hits have been pretty impressive this year.
Yeah, without a doubt. Now, I think it's time I know everyone's going to talk about Jackson Holiday's triple, but is it me or Jackson Holiday seems so much more comfortable at second base? We saw him make plays tonight. You see him, it feels like over the past week, each day he seems more and more comfortable there. He's making plays left and right. It feels like, I know at the beginning of his tenure, really that first stint, he struggled at second base. We saw a lot of errors. And even at the beginning of this second stint, there was still some shaky defense. It feels like he's as comfortable as ever there. So, yes, the triple obviously makes a difference. The triple is the go-ahead, that little insurance run. But the defense, we saw him save runs. We saw him just make double plays out of nothing. It feels like Jackson Holiday is really – he went through that slump, the 0 for 20, but it feels like he's adjusting more and more, not only offensively, but defensively.
This is the progression of a young player. This is the natural progression of a kid that is 20. I might have mentioned
20.
that before. We might have talked about it once or twice. He's 20 years old. And his first time he comes up, he didn't look very comfortable. He was still kind of learning and trying to figure it out, especially at the MLB level. That is natural. He goes down, he figures out, he comes up. And now, while again, he hasn't been scorching hot at the plate, defensively, he's made up for that.
Yeah.
Because for a team that has struggled so much defensively this season, hey, you know what? I'll take that. I'll take Jackson not being super hot at the plate, but giving them stability defensively, which is stuff that they've needed for the majority of the year. And, you know, we know how good Jorge can be out there at second. We know what he can do. But Jackson is their guy long term, it feels like there. That's where they want him, and that's where he is going to be. And so the fact that he is showing these, I guess, early returns, it's great. I agree with you, where he does look comfortable. He looks confident. And that is him just being up, getting regular opportunities, which he should be getting, and I'm glad he's getting them. I think that, I mean, who else they're going to really play there is the question. So, I mean, he has to be getting them at this point. But he's doing a good job at it. And for a team that's in contention, you know, it's a very fine line. And I talk about this with the Ravens all the time on Locked On Ravens. It's like they went so young this season. Yeah, shameless. How much leeway, how much runway do you give those guys on a contending team that's competing for a Super Bowl? It's the same thing with the Orioles. For Jackson, it's like, okay, if he makes mistakes, goes through this, how much runway do you give him? But the risk reward is if the young guy looks great doing a couple of things, then that's a big boost. And Holiday looks great defensively, and that has been a big boost to the Orioles team.
Yeah, and it really has. Even you saw him come back, and he caught fire. He went through that streak of 7, 8, 10 games where he was batting like 300. He was looking, honestly, at the moment, like the biggest run producer on the team. He had 5 home runs really quickly. And then he goes on that 0 for 20 streak. You saw him go through the struggles that he went through the first time. But what's the difference is this time, already 3-4 times since that streak, he's come up in a big moment. It's no longer the Jackson Holiday who gets intimidated in that moment, he doesn't want to be up there. He's striking out in the big moments. When the Orioles need him the most, bases loaded, pinch hit. Tonight, up 1 in the 9th, need a triple, gets a triple to get insurance. Jackson Holiday seems to be coming up in these moments more than he's not, and that's exactly what you want from a, like you said, Kevin, 20-year-old who's supposed to be this next phenom.
Yeah, it's something that they've needed since Jorge went down, and I'm really hopeful that he can continue it, especially into the playoffs when the lights only get brighter. You know, for a lot of these guys, the lights are only going to get brighter. And while some of them had the experience of getting swept by Texas last season, some of them didn't.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be important for them to step up in that moment because as we have said, this league is so wide open. Anybody can take it, but get hot at the right time, play good defense at the right time, hit at the right time, and you can go for it. If you don't, you're not going to. But if you do, then the sky's the limit for a lot of these teams. I do think the team that gets the hottest and kind of finds a rhythm early on in the playoffs probably just wins the World Series because that's how crazy it's been this year.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the most parity and just the closest we've seen a playoff run in not just for divisions, wild card. I feel like the wild card's pretty much where teams are going to be, but it feels like 1 through 6 in the playoffs could all be at different positions. This playoff race is as close as possible, and it does feel like it's anyone's to win. You can't, especially in the American League. I don't think you can look at one team besides honestly the Houston Astros and say that that's the team to beat. You can argue the Houston Astros. They've been the hottest team. They got Kyle Tucker coming back, but it really does feel like the American League is anybody's to win.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and now the Orioles have an opportunity, like you said, to win 4 of 6, to win 5 of 6. I mean, hey, 6 of 6 is still in the question. So,
please, I would love it. Gosh,
two doses of spicy ramen for me, man. That's what that would be.
Ooh.
So,
may the baseball gods be with us.
I know. I mean, now you don't have to shave your mustache too, since they're not getting swept.
Already, let's go.
There you go. But yeah, this is Kevin and Zach React. We are your place for Orioles post game reactions, win, lose. Obviously, there are no draws in the MLB, but if there were, we'd be there for
maybe if they had a postponement, mid game postponement.
We'd still probably react to the postponement and then after.
Yeah, mid game postponement.
Yeah, there you go. We're here for you. So be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, tell a friend, tell a family member that we're here for them as well. Just like we're here for you if you're a reactor, as we call the people who listen to us every single show or most every single show. Appreciate you checking in. And I'm glad I wore this because we are also a part of the Ryan Ripken Media Empire. This looks really, hold on. This was not the look I was going for, actually. I look like one of the lunch ladies with this. Is this the look I should pull off?
Kevin, you look fantastic.
I think I do. Kevin, I think I can pull this look off. This is it. I'm just buying sweatshirts like this. I meant to have it drape more over.
It's not draping. It's not.
So draping, it looks like I was the emperor.
Yeah, I know what you were going for, but it's not. It wasn't as successful. I get the idea. I understand the idea behind it.
Let me see if I can. Here, hold on.
Yeah,
there we go. Look at that. This is okay. All right. This is what I was going for.
Yeah,
this is what I was going for. The Ryan
more drapage.
The Ryan Ripken Media Empire. Here we go. So, yeah, that was a minute of unnecessary. The drawstring was just too tight, I guess.
It was too tight, Kevin.
Yeah.
It was too tight. I understand.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, let's get back into the Orioles. Let's talk about the offense a little bit more. We talked about Jackson, but just in general, Emmanuel Rivera playing first, filling in for Mountie, which he's done a little bit since he's gone down. Goes 2 for 3. Has 3 RBIs.
Game winner. Game hero.
Does the job and gets it done. I mean, what can you say about the Orioles and how many guys they've had step up this season?
And that's what wins you ball games. It's not always about the stars. It's about the Emmanuel Riveras who come in here and no one expects them to do anything. It's about the Albert Suarez's. No one expects them to do anything. It's about the Bert Smiths, the Matt Bowmans. It's about the guys. You win regular season games with the guys who you never expected to help you win regular season games. And this is another example. Emmanuel Rivera, 3 weeks ago, probably 80% of Birdland doesn't know who he is. Now he comes out here and he's helping us win ball games. That's what baseball's about. That's why, Kevin, dare I say, how can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball? Because it's about the guys you didn't expect to help you win, helping you win. And, Kevin, not to go on more of a negative note, but, loved it. Eloy Jimenez, 2 for 3. dude is really slow. I understand where like the whole like he's like that was there wasn't the best base running there. Let's just call it that. It's like I like a little bit more speed would have been nice, but it's the guys Eloy Jimenez, 2 for 3. No one a month and a half ago, no one thought Eloy Jimenez would ever be a Baltimore Oriole. Now he's helping go 2 for 3. Like I know obviously he got thrown out and then couldn't advance on the fly ball at third base, but still 2 for 3 will take.
Yeah. And this was a game where the Orioles ended up scattering 11 hits. And like, again, you'll take that where, Adley still can't get the job done with his pinch hit at bat, but said he does. Said he comes in a pinch hit opportunity and gets a hit. I mean, Ramon continues his Ramon empire and goes 2 for 4. O'Hearn, man, look, 2 for 3 Hyde went on pinch hitters tonight in terms of guys getting a hit.
Yeah.
So shout out, again, we'll be positive for Brandon Hyde when good things happen, be negative when they don't. I thought Brandon Hyde did a good job with the pinch hitters tonight.
I agree. No, and for the most part this year, he has been good with the pinch hitters. I feel like it's always been the bullpen that's been like the ups and downs. And it feels like recently, the past few games, he's been pulling the right strings in the bullpen, win or lose.
Yeah, he's been really good with the pinch hitters this season. I think, isn't he statistically like the Orioles pinch hitters have the best production rate in the league this year?
You know what would be hilarious is if the Orioles just kind of go on like a streak and kind of pull away with the American League and Hyde wins back-to-back AL Managers of the Year. And like after everyone wants him fired, like could you imagine? Hey,
that I will put on record, that does not mean he doesn't get fired. There have been plenty of coaches of the years be fired. I lived through one with the Nuggets. George Karl, the Nuggets won Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year, and both guys were gone like 2 months after they won the award. But that would be a heck of a storyline. Because the Orioles have what, the third easiest strength of schedule in the American League? Or
just win, league? Kevin. Just win tomorrow. Just win tomorrow.
Where even are you? Give you another 40?
No, there's no chance I could run a 40 right now. Kevin, I'm telling you right now.
Can you do like a three cone around poles?
No shot, Kevin. I'm banged up. I'm just gonna be keeping 100 with the group. There have been a few missteps while on this stream. If you probably look back, like the camera's like jerked a few times. Like this is not. We're just on the streets of Fed Hill, just having a night. We're just having a night.
Is your night over?
No, Kevin. My night's not over. We're going to continue to have a night,
Continue to have a night. Well, let's take a brief intermission to get to the super chats. Again, we are monetized now. We got that going. So, Laura, appreciate you for Ripfin. Ripfin is they're kind of floating, and yep, they're not in the front. They're in the back of the fish tank right now. They're hiding. They're up there. Yep. You can see them swimming in the back there. But thank you, Laura, for that. And then Kieran saying someone let Jimmy's know to do a Suarez special. Well, that alliteration, the Suarez special. So appreciate you, Kieran, for the $2. So yeah, as we finally got the monetization, we're going to get memberships going as well at some point. And that, again, will kickstart everything we're doing with live watch-alongs, potential call-ins, and a lot more as well. But that's just another step, another milestone here. And it's not possible without you guys and the community. And here he is, Aviator's first super chat on a new channel. Aviator, you're the man. There's a button here now. When do memberships show up? We're getting it. We're going to sit down and we're going to figure out what we want to put in those because we don't want to have them be what the Ryan Ripken Show memberships are. So there is different stuff, different content. But obviously, go support the Ryan Ripken Show, as that also supports us with memberships, as a lot of you already do. And there's a lot of awesome perks for both Holy Shirts and Pants and Rips Good Kids. And then we'll have something here. I don't know what we'll call the tier, but probably thinking in the middle of the two membership tiers for Ryan Ripken Show. And we'll do that. So, yep, that's all the super chats we got. Yes, I believe. Yep, it is. Cool.
Kevin, I'm not gonna do it, but like I'm at that level where I feel like I could do a standing backflip.
A what?
A standing backflip, casual.
I mean, hey, if you want to do it and you feel safe
No, I
enough
said
to
I'm
do
not
it,
doing it because like I know I can't actually do it, but I'm at the confidence level that I can do it. One day though, one day.
I mean, I feel like that's a really bad idea on concrete. I feel like
Yeah,
you need
Kevin,
to
I'm
get
not gonna do
you
it.
need to get like a
I
faux mat to
prefaced
practice on.
I prefaced the conversation with it's not
Well,
happening.
what are you willing to do right now?
There's nothing, Kevin. I'm
You're
kind of
not willing to do anything.
No, we're at the point where I'm just in too good of a mood. We're not,
Have I taught you nothing?
Kevin. I'm not sprinting at this point. I'm telling you, if I attempted to sprint or do physical activity, I would be injured, not hurt, injured.
Can you do like 5 push-ups?
Kevin, I'm not doing 5 push-ups.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I tried, everybody. I tried. Don't blame me.
Oh my God, Kevin,
Don't blame me. All right. Pocket Watch. Appreciate you. Go O's. Good win tonight by the O's. Another one from Pocket Watch. Smash that like button. It helps out. Helps out a lot. Yeah, exactly. Zach, Nick is asking the real questions. Can you one up my hotel cartwheels? Can you do that?
Kevin, if I attempted a cartwheel right now, like you guys would need to call an ambulance.
Well, we don't want that. We obviously don't want that.
So. That's why I'm not doing them because, like,
by the way, I did 10 fantasy drafts tonight. Made multiple mistakes in each of them. I learned about
the Joey C's thing up.
What is this? Anything in the reason for content, Zach? Yeah, come on, man. Come on. But yeah, I scheduled them like 15 minutes apart because I have almost 20 Locked On Ravens fantasy leagues this year because I do it for the community, and I let everybody in that wants to go in. I did 10 of them tonight. I made multiple mistakes in each of them. I let some auto drafts happen by accident. I queued up Justin Jefferson in one, and then ESPN like takes the queue away. So I thought Justin Jefferson was gone, so I took Saquon instead. But then Justin Jefferson was still there, and I was like, whatever. Saquon versus Justin Jefferson, like okay, it's whatever. But very in on Justin Jefferson, very in on Saquon, very in on Devontae Adams.
I love Devontae Adams.
Did not get Stephon Diggs in one league for you.
Good. You shouldn't get him in any league.
Well, I also drafted Nick Chubb in like every single one, and DeAndre Hopkins. So
I'm not doing a cartwheel on live, Kevin.
I didn't say we're past that now.
I'm just making that clear. Like I'm not like physically I cannot do a cartwheel on live.
Brutal. Well, all right, and then Rick with the line of the night. Line of the night. The O's are fine. By one Ryan Ripken, who I don't know if Ryan said it tonight. I haven't checked, but I know
Kevin,
you say it for him. And yes, Aviator, it's at least 16, but there are going to be a couple more added because other people want to do it. So if anybody wants to do one, I mean, I'm already in so many. You can just message me on Twitter or Instagram. I'm almost at 1,000 followers on Instagram, actually, which is cool. So be sure to follow me there. Yeah. Why are you laughing at?
Kevin, I'm getting bullied into doing this cartwheel.
By who?
I'm getting text messages about doing
From
this.
Who?
Kevin, it's just I think I have to do the cartwheel. I'm not doing the cartwheel.
So I can't convince you, but someone in your text messages can? Who is texting you that I cannot convince you, but they can?
Kevin, I just can't. I don't think I can do the cartwheel for you.
But you're going to do it for me because you're going to do it on camera.
Kevin, there's
all right. Well, if you're going to do it, find a place to set up.
I'm not going to lie. There's a downward slope. I feel like this is just not. This is bad cartwheel I'll make something happen.
Terrain. You're talking about the terrain with the cartwheels.
Kevin, what if I had seriously injured? This is blood on your hands.
It is. I wasn't the one who convinced you. Apparently, it was someone else. It's not on my hands. It's on their hands.
Kevin, I feel like it's kind of on your hands. I'm not gonna lie.
You now feel what I was feeling in that hotel when I was looking around trying to make sure no one's watching. Like, is there a slight window where you can do it with no one watching? I know all the emotions you're going through right now. I see you scoping it out.
Oh no, I know where I'm putting the phone. I'm thinking about if I can even like complete this cartwheel without like face planting. I'm hyping myself up in the, I'm kind of getting a please don't from Aviator, and like I kind of trust Aviator. Maybe I just have to.
So you've gone from we're done with the conversation to giving everybody hope that you're going to do it to now crushing everybody's dreams. You're like the
That's what
Orioles. You're
bullying
like the
does.
Orioles when they lose. They go down and then they come
Kevin,
all the way
don't do
back.
this.
And then they come all the way back. And then you're like, oh, we're finally doing it. And then they end up losing 5-4 after being down 5-1. You're doing exactly what they do. How do you feel?
This is crazy.
Hey, I was done with the conversation. You're the one that brought it back up.
Wait, hold up. Hold up. 1 second. I'm trying to.
Oh.
Yeah, I just attempted that. That's probably not happening.
You did it off camera?
Yeah, dude. This is crazy. I'm trying to think of an angle I can set this up against.
All right. If I ran a poll, would you do it?
If you ran a poll, no, bro. I'm going to like.
Oh, okay. There we go. And here we go. Cube with the $5. Oh, okay. Here on first, but yes, Cube with the $5. Zach, touch grass. Find a field. Find a field, buddy.
Cube, I'm gonna be real.
So appreciate you, Cube, and then Mike. Appreciate you as well. Saying if it can't play with a busted nose, cartwheel. That's right. Are you gonna really disrespect James McCann like that? Someone who battled for his team and played through a busted nose, but you can't do a cartwheel on pavement?
God damn it. Okay, we're doing this. God damn it. I just want to let you guys know I do not like peer pressure is not a thing. And like
I was done with the conversation. I do want to know this. I was done. We were moving on to talk about the Orioles again.
I know
and you're
you
like,
were,
you're like, someone's texting me to do the cartwheel. And now I'm going to do the cartwheel.
I know. I got bullied. Kevin, this is an example. People, if you're watching at home, if you have kids, like this is why you don't allow bullying to affect your life. But I am, unfortunately. This is what happened.
I'm not forcing you. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it.
Kevin, I have to do it.
Well, that is your decision, and I will support you whichever way you go.
This is kind of a downward slope. Do you think it's better to go up the slope or down the slope?
If you're only doing one, probably up. If you don't want to lose your balance,
yo, there is the biggest. Yo, wait, hold up. How can I reverse my camera? This rat is massive. How do I reverse the camera? Kevin, how do I reverse the camera?
I'm not on your phone.
Huh?
Do you want to just turn your phone?
Oh, wait. Where'd he go? Damn, there was a massive rat.
Oh.
Okay, Kevin, I'll do the cartwheel since you've been begging me.
Not me. You do not have to do it if you don't want to.
Aviators telling me to find grass. Aviator, I really appreciate the support and like. I feel like Aviator's the only one who cares about my health right now, so I really appreciate that.
It's up to you, but apparently you got texts.
We're doing it. Yo, let me know if you can see me. Wait, should I go up the? You're saying up the hill? You think is better?
If you only want to do one, go up.
All right.
But ideally, it's flat.
Kevin, if we were dealing with flat surfaces, this wouldn't be an issue. I feel like I'm definitely on someone's ring cam.
Probably on Rockies.
I hope. All right. You see me?
Yep, you're good.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that was better than I anticipated.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Just a soft cartwheel for the people. That's all it is.
I'm not gonna lie.
Soft
I
cartwheel.
think I pulled something. Ow.
You pulled some.
Yeah, Kevin, my back is not used to doing that.
Well, someone can clip that and we can grade your form. We can actually, if
Oh,
someone can find my cartwheels, we can do a
yo, put
side
on
by side.
permeable Tom. Put on permeable Toms. Backs.
Invincible.
Except my lower back, apparently. That is not feeling great.
Beautiful. Well, that was a magical moment we just had because of you.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin, for bullying me into that.
It was not. Nope. Pull up the receipts. Pull up the stream. Pull up the replay. Someone texted you, and that's what happened here. What's the prop I saw Joe ask? I believe it was Joe. Yeah, Joe. I might not have brought it here with me. I don't think I did. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, Kevin, I'm not gonna lie, my phone's on 3% now. So you
well, I'm probably not going to stay on much longer. We're probably going to do a couple more minutes, but
right. Yeah, so go
this
Orioles.
was just a solid game. Just a
Solid game all around.
Solid game. I mean, I guess before you head out, do you want to do quickly on the bullpen? Even though it was, I mean, CNL's in one of his good stretches right now. Another scoreless inning from him. Sir Anthony comes in and does get the job done. Wasn't easy, but did get it done, giving up the run, but 2 strikeouts and ends up not losing the game for them, which I guess is all you can ask for from this bullpen. So, any bullpen thoughts?
I want to keep up Joey C's comment on. Yeah, it's only on 3% when I go out. Okay, when I'm not going out, it usually it's charged. So we're good.
Yeah.
I just when I go out, I'm also streaming on my phone and stuff, so it's not the greatest setup.
Yeah, I need a new computer because my I'm actually starting to it's been fine, but now it is very, very, very slow. And I might even have to get one like this weekend. It's that bad now. So
Yeah.
It's been a good run. But also, Aviator, where are you? Here you are. Appreciate you, Aviator, for some bio freeze. Trust an old guy with a busted back. Zach, Aviator's being very considerate of you right now.
I appreciate you, Aviator. All right, Kevin, before my phone dies, I'm about to head off. I will catch you guys. Appreciate it.
All right. Peace out. And then there was one, or actually, technically, there were 111 because that's how many people are watching on YouTube right now, and however many are on X as well. So appreciate everybody. We'll go for a couple more minutes here, just kind of round out the O's game. And Joey, you're exactly right. How many times is Zach's phone? He says, "Oh yeah, I'm on 1%, I'm on 3%." How many times is it actually he just doesn't want to be on the stream anymore? He wants to go back to the bar when he's out. I wonder now. I wonder if he's just abandoning me to abandon me. I wonder. Wow. I never thought of it that way. But Kieran, all right, yeah, let's do one up, one down. Good call. Good call. Up for me is Suarez, obviously. Just steps up when the Orioles need him to every single time. I mean, technically not every single time, but most every time they need it, he is there for the most part. And just seven innings tonight is phenomenal. You can look at the 8 hits and say, oh, it's a lot of hits, but he scattered those hits. Then it resulted in the 2 runs, had good control, didn't give up any walks. I thought that Suarez, seems like every time he pitches now, we are talking about how good he was. But yeah, shout out to him. And we'll give an honorary one to Rivera as well. I think you have to with the game he had. The difference in the game had 3 RBIs. Obviously, the Orioles won by 2. So there you go. One down. I'll probably say Gunnar because of his 0 for 5. And yep, here, Hunter. Gunnar in it, I guess. He's in his own mind, I guess, Hunter, is what you're saying here. Maybe. I mean, hopefully that's what you're saying. If I'm not interpreting the comment right, my apologies. But yeah, Gunnar in his mind right now is I mean, it's up and down for Gunnar. The guy who's down is Adley. But yeah, Eloy could be, which is crazy because he goes 2 for 3, but you know, we all know what happened. So I'll give it to Gunnar because he went 0 for 5, but I understand people who are saying some others as well. I get it. So man, this again just felt like a really well-rounded win. I don't think that anything crazy happened. I mean, nothing crazy really did. Rivera steps up, Suarez steps up, Sir Anthony, it's a little rocky, but gets the job done. Actually, so here's the thing, Adit, and yeah, Gunnar the down. Yeah, I agree with you, Brian. But Adit here, I've been saying this for like literal months. I want to do the Ravens conditioning test. I don't know the parameters. I don't know where you find the parameters, but I want to do the Ravens. I want to run the Ravens conditioning test. I want to film it and I want to put it online. I want to do it. I've been wanting to do it forever. I want to do it with wide receiver parameters. I want to attempt it. I want to see if I can do it. Because yeah, this is all because I don't know if Linderbaum could outrun Eloy. Bank Cleveland versus Eloy Jimenez, the battle that Baltimore needs on the just a 40-yard straight dash between those two. That's what I want to see. But I want to run the Ravens conditioning test, and I want to see if I can pass it. Spoiler, I probably cannot, but I want to see if I can do it. So, Adit, your comment reminded me that I want to do that. So hopefully we can get some momentum going with that. But man, Orioles win. They needed this too, after losing 2 straight to the Dodgers, and they have an opportunity now. This is the stretch they need to take advantage of, with Colorado finishing out the series strong, and obviously Chicago. You get 3 against Chicago, 2 more against Colorado before you head. I mean, they have a decent home stretch coming up with the White Sox and the Rays. Then you go on the road for a little bit with the Red Sox and the Tigers. You come back home for Giants and then Tigers again. Then the biggest series of the year. Biggest circle on your calendar. 24, 25, 26 of September. That Yankee series in the Bronx. I think it'll decide the East. So we're going to see. But if the Orioles can get wins now against teams they should win against, with the way that teams are playing, they have a real opportunity to pull ahead. But we've been saying that for a really long time. So hopefully this can be the actual opportunity that they can do it. So we'll see what happens. But that's all I have for you here on Kevin and Zach React. Really appreciate everybody again, the reactors. If you're new to the channel, appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. Not as late night, obviously. Usually, if past 3 games for the Dodgers, we were starting these up around 1 a.m., getting done with this around 12:20. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back here tomorrow. Of course, the Royals play Colorado. 2 more of the 3 games set. The game tomorrow is at 8:10. So we'll be back here probably right around the same time. Hopefully the Orioles can put together another win. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. And for Zach Bollinger, I am Kevin Ostriker. This is Kevin and Zach React. Choobies.